Day 2 of Northern Ireland trip. We are at the Giant's Causeway, which I keep calling the Devil's Causeway. Some hay on the ground there. Oh, Giant's Causeway Visitor Centre. See the Giant's Causeway. And because we are National Trust members, we're going for the National Trust car park. Oh, we got here just in time. Loads and loads and loads and loads of cars now. It was empty just a second ago. Beautiful, beautiful, sunshiny, lovely warm day in Northern Ireland today with just nice calm weather. Not. Look at the sea over there. You probably can't see the sea over there in that bay, but it's looking quite impressive. Giant's Causeway Visitor Centre. All your Giant's Causeway needs. You didn't actually have to be a member of the National Trust to come to Giant's Causeway. But let's say the car parking is not quite so easy if you're not, and as a National Trust it is a charitable trust. So they will be doing things to look after the Giant's Causeway as well as just being here. The map of where to go. The blue trail, the red trail, and the yellow trail, and the green trail. Green trail is easy, blue trail is moderate, red trail is difficult, and the yellow trail is challenging. Bit calmer down here in the bay. Big waves. Well, not really, but quite spectacular all the same. One good thing, we caught the ferry. We caught the ferry on Thursday. Apparently lots of flights cancelled into Belfast Airport today, so good job we didn't come on the aeroplane because of the wind. Very windy day, so that's why the flights have been cancelled. These two men are a bit harder than I am. I wouldn't be in shorts on a day like today. I did mean to check the tide times before we came here. Hope that we can see the stones, even with the tide, which looks like it's in at the moment. I'm sure we will. Lots of people. Spectacular cliffs as well. If you do find it difficult for walking and things, there was a bus at the top which will presumably bring you down to the car park where that white van there is in the distance. I'm not so sure about wheelchairs, but certainly for less mobile in terms of walking, there's the option to take that. That's a very impressive cliff, really. Not a sheer cliff, but certainly impressive all the same. And you've got lots of evidence of the volcanic rocks down there on the beach. And a very atmospheric beach as well with those waves. Big bouldery stones just there that have fallen down from somewhere, with lots of seagulls, black crows. Anyway, let's walk you in the blue trail. The usual gravelly cinder track. see evidence of the hexagon formations down here. Certainly doable if you have a wheelchair. Obviously you wouldn't be able to climb on the rocks, but you'd certainly be able to get up close. Even more options there in the car park. Like stepping stones. Stepped on by lots of people before us. That's broken up in spots though, so it's a bit awkward to get across. Very hard rock to tread on. Not as in hard because it's difficult, but hard as in just feels like the rockiest rock there ever was. Great big expanse of rock just over there. There's the bus. It's the bus in the car park, shows you how close you can get. Hoped to put the drone up, but the wind's played to back today, so I can't show you from long shot, drone shot, what it looks like. You probably can't hear me either with this wind. I think to myself I could watch my trapetting and then I didn't. But how many people do that? That's what columns of rock look like from the side and presumably from the below. Broken columns there. Yeah, a bit wibbly bumpy on a wheelchair, but you could do it. Certainly could be being pushed anyway. My gran before she left us was in a wheelchair. Hence always considering things from a mobility perspective. Grass and mud getting its foothold in everywhere. Can be a bit slippy, so just be cautious when you are walking on them, especially after it's just been weathered like this. We've got the big expanse of rocks here, reaching off out into the sea. there's a we're going to follow it out, but a route out and along and up the thing, and then presumably back up the side of the cliff there to go along across the cliff top to get yourself back, having walked down from the road just now. See where the erosion's taken made bowls out of the tops, and then down here where the sea comes in, no mud in between. Little cracks in between each of them. Volcanic, if I remember rightly. That's spectacular. Washed quite black in the sea. Get awestruck, really. It really is quite impressive. There's always one stalwart, stubborn bit of rock that refuses to fall after the onslaught of sea, isn't there? I'm going to stay here and you're not going to knock me down. Just walking out along a trail to a thing called the amphitheatre. Not quite sure what the amphitheatre is going to look like. Presumably an amphitheatre. But hey, there's that rock I was talking about earlier. Wonder how many years it's going to last before it finally succumbs. Quite a few, I shouldn't wonder. Back into the wind up here. Different type of rock up here, equally with its own spectacular kind of formations. Looks like it could even be part of an old tree maybe. I doubt it, but who knows. Probably just the way the rock cooled after it had been whatever it is that rock is before it's not rock. Sediment I expect for that one, rather than anything volcanic. End of the line. This is the amphitheatre. You can see the hexagonal rocks all up the sides there. As far as the path goes. Lots of people leaving their mark to say they've been here. Lynn and Andy, S and K, E and T, DM, M and N. Adam is that? Banthers. No seals. Lots of white froth.
Oh, you can see where it used to go.
Causeway looking spectacular in the sun there, and a rainbow to boot. It's not just the causeway that's a hexagonal stone, it's this whole headland. I wonder how far back into the mainland it goes. The way you look, hexagonal rocks forming the cliffs. Very narrow path, and then a few steps to get up to the top of the cliff. So that we have to wait and go one by one. Step, 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 step. Should have counted them really, shouldn't I? Whew, got the wind behind us though. It's not too bad. Perhaps coming the other way though. Down the steps be easier than up the steps. Nearly at the top. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of steps. One more flight to go. There's a red trail, this one. And off we go. Made it. Sheeps. So as I was saying before, I wonder how much of that is that hexagonal stone. Volcanic formations. That trail goes down that way to the Giant's Causeway. And you've got the yellow trail that you can follow along there. Don't quite know how far it goes. And then a bit of a dark, rainy cloud in the background, fortunately going away from us. A nice path to walk along this way. Not yeah, so you can walk along the cliff top.
Might as well do this while we're up here.
And then steps at the end to to walk down to the causeway itself if you don't want to take the tarmac road down. Then you can take the tarmac road back, which will be a bit easier, I shouldn't wonder. It would certainly give you a much more spectacular view of the causeway as you come down the steps, and there's the causeway, rather than coming down that tarmac road and just getting glimpses of it. There's the road all the way down there, with the bus going back again. And the causeway down there. It's a good idea of how big it is with all the people climbing over it now. National Trust can just make out the top of a visitor centre there, which I think we walk over the top of to get back into. And then the path that goes down, see all the people coming back the other way. Or coming back, or coming out the other way, not coming back, 'cause we're going back, they're coming out. And then we were just trying to decide Irish or North Sea there, we're not sure, or even the Atlantic, and then you probably can't make out what I'm assuming is Scotland over there in the distance. So that's the top of a visitor centre there, where you can catch the bus down to the causeway itself. And there's the Causeway Hotel, been a lot longer than the visitor centre, I imagine. Certainly a bit of a blowy day today. It's got some parking there, and then the main National Trust car park is down there. And then you can actually park down in the village itself and catch a bus back. Can't remember what the name of the village is now. I'll try and post it up on the screen if I remember. And lots and lots and lots of other people visiting. Said, there's the visitor centre. Doesn't look like we have to work over the roof at all, but you can come up by the side without having to pay anything to the National Trust if you don't want to. I was going to do this as part of a series for the whole weekend, maybe lots of different slots, but because I've taken so much footage, I should just do it as one whole video. The Giant's Causeway in the north coast of Northern Ireland, mainland Ireland. Yeah, thank you for watching. It's always appreciated. Please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep putting videos up as much as I can. And add a comment if you've enjoyed it or if you haven't, so that I know what to do in the future to make it better for you.